Hello everyone. Nice to be here again with you. I started doing Jivamukti Yoga in 1999, and in 2003 I got certified to become a Jivamukti teacher. So I've been a student since 1999, I've been a teacher since 2003, and I haven't found anything more consistent in my life than the yoga practices. I thought we'd mix it up a little bit today. Start off with our usual Om and Shanti, do a little kirtan style singing, and then do a short yoga practice, followed by a reading of the Magic 10 by Sharon Gannon. Okay, here we go. Also, before I forget, starting tomorrow, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I'll be teaching my Jivamukti Yoga class live streaming on nandiyoga.com. You can register through their portal for the free class. 9:15 to 10:15 on Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Saturdays. Jai Shri Krishna. Here we go. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. My Sanskrit teacher, Manorma, says that Sanskrit is a way to quiet the mind and open the heart. Also, the more you repeat something, eventually you become that something. So to repeat holy names, singing holy names, is a really way to help get closer to that realization of the connection to the Supreme. You can do a real simple mantra. It's Rama. It's the name of God. Rama, 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 Rama. See, already I'm feeling better. We speed it up, just get the energy up. And then begin to slow it down. Just closing the eyes for a moment. And just being a witness to the effects of Bhakti Yoga, devotional practices. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, he starts out with his first sutra, his first lesson, which is Atha Yoga Nusashanam. And what he's telling us is that yoga is happening right now. It's in the natural world. It's in front of us. It's around us. And if we can see that, we don't really need the book. But his second sutra, he then goes on to say, Yogash Chitta Vritti Nirodha. He says the chitta vrittis, the whirlings of the mind, is what's keeping us from this first sutra, this idea that yoga is already here, happening right now in this moment. So he's saying if we can begin to slow down the whirlings of the mind, the chitta vrittis, then we'll experience the oneness of being, that the connection that we are looking for is right there. It's been there all along. This morning when I was meditating, behind me is my backyard, and there's lots of different birds who live out there. There's hummingbirds, there's some doves, some different beautiful morning doves, and they fly around as I am doing my meditation. And when I open my eyes at the end, it's such a beautiful thing to see them there. It again reminds me that everything's changed, but nothing has changed. I remind myself that these were written thousands of years ago. And if you look at 5,000 years of history, there's been a lot of turbulent, terrible, difficult times for people. But what if standed the test of time are these yoga practices? And they're asking us to show up for them daily. Don't get into your mind too much. Don't get too heady. Instead, use the physical body. Use the devotional practices of the heart. Be a karma yogi. Be of service to others. I'm telling you, it works. I know from my own experiences. Everything that I've been through recently and in the past, these practices work. So with that, we're going to start our Hatha Yoga practice. If you have any props at home, those are always helpful. I like to use blocks for my tight hamstrings. We're going to first just start with our hands in prayer, Anjali Mudra. You want to stand nice and tall. Think of Tadasana mountain pose. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Moving the hips forward, tuck the tailbones in. As you relax the shoulders, lift the chest. And then you can bring your gaze to your fingertips or close your eyes. Making this a sadhana, a conscious spiritual practice, we make an offering at the beginning of our practice. You know, my father and some of my favorite people are in New York City right now. And I know that they're getting hit hard right now with this virus. So I just want to offer my love and affection and action to New York State. And I pray for everyone who is going through this there right now. And then we begin our Ujjayi breathing, audible breath. It sounds like the ocean in the back of the throat. Inhale to a comfortable level. And then open your mouth and make the sound. Inhale to a comfortable level. Again, make the sound. Inhale to a comfortable level. This time, close your mouth. Find the same audible quality in the back of the throat. Sounds like the ocean. As you remember through class this morning, make that sound as a way to help keep you focused and in the moment. And then we'll begin. Exhale, release the arms down. I'm going to start with a simple sun salutation. Inhale, lift the prayer overhead, gazing towards your thumbs. Exhale, folding forward. Place your hands flat on the floor. Bend your knees if you need to. This is a warm-up. Inhale, come to a flat back, look up. Exhale, step or jump back. You're going to slowly lower down through push-up position, plank position. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull the chest through. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump between your hands. Come to a flat back and look up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Lift the prayer overhead. Exhale, release your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Again, inhale, lift the prayer overhead, gazing towards the thumbs. Exhale, folding forward, place your hands flat on the floor. Inhale, come to a flat back, look up. Exhale, step or jump back, slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe here. Downward facing dog, you want your hands about shoulder distance apart. You want to spread your fingers wide so you can push the entire palm down. Walk your feet far enough away that your ankles almost reach the floor as you push them towards the floor. Feet are hip distance apart. Complete the pose with your gaze between your feet or towards the navel. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale, a breath here. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump between your hands. Come to a flat back, look up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Lift the prayer overhead. Gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, release your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Gaze at your fingertips or close the eyes. Pause in action as a practice. Begin to regulate your breathing, slowing down the inhale and the exhale. As we slow our breath down, so does our thinking mind slow down. This is necessary to experience yoga. Again, the chitta vrittis that we're dealing with, trying to slow them down. On your exhale, release the arms down, moving on to sun salutation B now. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, lift the prayer up, Utkatasana. Exhale, diving forward, place your hands flat on the floor. Inhale, come to a flat back, look up. Exhale, step or jump back, slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lightly step your right foot forward. Turn your left heel down, lift the prayer overhead, first warrior pose. Exhale, place your hands down, step back, slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, lift the prayer overhead, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, place your hands down, step back, slowly lower, crocodile pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Breathe and hold here. If at any point in this warm-up you need to, take child's pose. Knees to the floor, seat to your heels, forehead down, and then bring your arms alongside the body. You can rest there as we hold our downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump between your hands, come to a flat back, look up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, lift the prayer up, Utkatasana. Exhale, straighten your legs, hands to prayer. Pause in action, find your internal or external gaze place. Inhale and exhale. So that's going to be our warm-up for today. If you do the Magic 10, which was on the earlier video, and you add this one onto it, it could be a pretty amazing Hatha Yoga workout for the day. Okay, so we're going to move on from here. Exhale the arms down. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, lift the prayer up, awkward pose. Exhale, diving forward, place your hands down. Inhale, come to a flat back, look up. Exhale, step or jump back. Slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, turn the left heel down. Lift the prayer overhead, warrior one. On the exhale, you're gonna open the arms wide, warrior two. So let's just take a moment here and look at warrior two. There should be about a leg's distance between the two feet. Think of just a line running from the right heel all the way to the inner arch of the left foot. As I bend the front knee, I track the right knee over the ankle. Front thigh comes closer to parallel to the floor. I relax shoulders down, and then I find my gaze over the middle finger. And we're going to come back to this in a moment. So inhale, lift the prayer up, warrior one. Here you might want to swivel the left hip forward, bring yourself a little bit more square towards the wall in front of you. I want you to bring your gaze to the thumbs. I want you to exaggerate the hands forward so you're closing off the front of the body. Inhale, pull the shoulders back and together so you're leading the pose with your heart. And then lift the prayer to the appropriate gaze place while you maintain a gaze towards the thumbs. Inhale, exhale one, inhale, exhale two, inhale, exhale three, inhale, exhale four, inhale, exhale five. From here, you're going to straighten the right leg. You're going to change position of the feet. Left toes towards the opposite wall. Right toes in. Square the hips forward. Exhale, bend the left knee. First warrior pose. Let's set it up the same way. So hands to prayer in front of the heart. You can exaggerate the hands forward. Inhale, pull the shoulders back and together and lift the prayer to the appropriate gaze place so you can maintain the gaze at the thumbs. Inhale, exhale one, inhale, exhale two, inhale, exhale three, inhale, exhale four, inhale, exhale five. From here, you're going to transition to the second warrior pose. Inhale a breath. Exhale, open the arms wide, second warrior pose. Again, consider the legs distance between your feet. Try to bring the front thigh a little bit closer to parallel. Track the knee over the ankle. Relax the shoulders down as you reach in both directions. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, straighten your left leg. You can rest your hands on your hips. Change position of your feet. Right toes, opposite direction, left toes in. Inhale the arms to shoulder height. Exhale, bend your right knee, second warrior pose. Again, about a leg's distance between your feet. Track the knee over the ankle, front thigh moving closer to parallel. Relax the shoulders, find your gaze over the middle finger. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale, exhale two, inhale, exhale three, inhale, exhale four, inhale, exhale five. Inhale, place your hands down, step back to downward facing dog, option to stay here, or inhale, roll forward to plank position, go through the vinyasa. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Again, option to hold here for 5 breaths or come into your child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump between your hands, come to a flat back and look up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, bend your knees, deeply lift the prayer up, Utkatasana. Exhale, straighten your legs, hands to prayer, pause for breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Remember who you dedicated your practice to. Thinking all of my favorite New Yorkers, Sending all my love, all my prayers in their direction today. Inhale, love and blessings. Exhale for my father, Jim. Inhale. Exhale to my mother, Stacy, my stepmother. Inhale. Exhale to my best friend, Dave. Love you, brother. Inhale, all my Pax brothers. And exhale. From here, we're going to add on to the practice. On your next inhale, you're going to step or jump wide to your right. You're going to turn your toes towards the back wall, other toes in. Inhale the arms to shoulder height. Exhale, reach forward and down to the right side. Release your right hand to the right shin as you extend the left arm up. Now here you don't want to stick the tailbone out. You don't want to be all awkward. You want to feel strong from the ground up. So make sure that the legs are straight. Okay? And then as you tip forward, wherever the left hand lands, that's a good place to place it. If you want to put it on a block, that's fine. A little more advanced, grab hold of the big toe, the left 2 fingers of the left hand. Then extend the right arm up. So exhaust the chitta vrittis. Find the pose you want to be in, and then commit to being still, not moving. Think of it as a meditation in motion. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Complete the pose with your gaze to the hand above or something not moving for 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend your, hands to your hips, change position of your feet. Right toes, left toes forward, right toes in. Inhale the arms to shoulder height. Exhale, reaching towards the left side. Release your left hand to your left shin. And just bend the hip wherever the hand lands, let it place there. Extend the left arm up. Make any adjustments you need to make and then commit to being still. Find your gaze place, continue with your equal breathing. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come up. And then step or jump your feet together in front of the mat. Pause for a breath here. So as I pause between each sequence or pose, what we're trying to do is take the seat of the witness, the one that's just watching the thinking mind, watching the body. Central teaching in yoga, I have a body and mind, but I am more than just this body and mind. So it's important to connect to that part of ourselves, right? And when I do that, and I just slow down for a moment, pausing in action, I feel okay in this moment. I feel like I can handle this moment. I'm not overwhelmed by what's going on in my outer life. I always remind students that my outer life and inner life have nothing to do with one another. Right? The solution I'm looking for has nothing to do with the problem, if that makes sense to you. Meaning anything can be happening outside of myself here, my small ego-centered self. But that capital S self, that inner self, it never changes. It's always the same. It's consistent. So try to connect to that as much as you can. Let's come back to the front of the mat. From here, we're going to add on. We're going to do a standing pose. Let's do tree pose. So first, choose a gaze, place something eye level, not moving. Try to find Tadasana pose where you're standing up nice and tall. You're going to draw your right knee up. Keep that Tadasana shape in the spine. And bring your left hand to the hip or out to the side for counterbalance. And then you're going to take the right foot and bring it to the inner left thigh. Engage the standing leg. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. And then option is stay here. If you'd like to do a variation, you're going to stretch the arms alongside the ears. You're going to reach up and reach down. Inhale and exhale. If you'd like to take it a step further for bending tree, you're going to take your right hand past the right knee. Inhale, reach long through the left side. Exhale, begin to bend towards the right side of the room. If at any point you fall, keep the meditative mood with your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, hands back to prayer overhead. Release the prayer in front of your heart. Bring your right knee forward, release the right foot to the floor. Give everything a little shake out. Remember who you dedicated your practice to. We'll try the other side. Start with your gaze place. Create a meditative mood here. Left knee comes up. Again, remember that Tadasana, that mountain pose. Stand tall. Right hand to the right hip or arm out to the side for counterbalance. Place the left foot firmly to the inner right thigh. Engage the standing leg. Hands to prayer in front of the heart. Stay here. If you'd like to try variation, lift the arms alongside the ears, reach up and reach down. If you'd like to move into bending tree, variation, left hand past the left knee. Inhale, reach long to the right side. Exhale, bending towards the left side for 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. If you're in bending tree, come back up, hands to prayer. Release the prayer in front of your heart. Bring your left knee forward. Release the left foot to the floor. Give everything a little shake out. Now, usually if you're doing your Hatha Yoga practice, it's suggested you don't drink any water because you're trying to move energy up. I make an exception to the rule now because I'm talking through the whole asana practice and my mouth is getting dry. So students, don't drink water. Wait till after practice. All right, we're going to move on from here. Step or jump to the front of the mat. Hands to prayer. All right, let's try a different sequence here. Inhale, bend the knees deeply. Lift the prayer up. Utkatasana. Exhale, diving forward. Place your hands down. Inhale, come to a flat back and look up. Exhale, step or jump back. Slowly lower. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Keeping your left heel turned up, I want you to step your right foot forward between your hands into lunge and release your left knee to the mat. Let's come into standing spinal twist from here. You're going to inhale the left arm up. As you exhale, twist to the right. Try to push the right thigh in to better accommodate the bind. You can bring your hands to prayer here. If you want to do an arm variation or come into your full bind, this is a good place to do it from. And then if you want, tuck the back toes under, straighten the leg, take your twist. Inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, place your hands down, step back to downward facing dog. Option to stay here or go through the vinyasa one time on your own. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's try the other side. Keep your right heel turned up. Step your left foot forward into lunge. Release the right knee down to begin. Moving your hands onto the left knee. Again, starting to twist from here. Inhale the right arm up. As you exhale, twist to the left side. You're going to hook your right elbow to the outside of the knee. See how I push the thigh in to better accommodate that bind. If you want to bring the hand to the floor here for a variation, you can place a block there. Extend the top arm up and over the ear, or attempt your full bind. And then if you want, tuck the back toes under, straighten the back leg, and then take your standing spinal twist. Inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, place your hands down, step back. Go through the vinyasa one time on your own. We're all going to meet in child's pose. And just take a moment here, relax and let go. Inhale and exhale. So this being a mini class, a little shorter than usual, we're going to work on an inversion next, which is Pincha Mayurasana, peacock feather. And give you lots of options. Feel free to take any variation here you would like, or even go to a wall if available to you in your space. So first thing we want to do is we want to take hold of either elbow so we can measure hands, wrists, and forearms parallel. When we come into the pose, what's going to happen are the hands are going to start to cave in, elbows are going to fall apart, and you're going to fall on your face. We can use a block here if you have a block, or even a book would work if you had like a big, thick Harry Potter book. And you're going to tuck the toes under, straighten the legs. Think of a modified downward facing dog. Try to keep hands, wrists, and forearms pressing down to the floor. And then you have an option to stay here, or you can lift the right leg up. Experience the weight equally here. If you want to step the other foot in a little bit closer and try to hop some weight equally into the arms, you can do that. If you want to come into the full pose, and you have that in your practice, come into the full pose, pushing the hands, wrists, and forearms equally. Keep strengthening, lifting up through the legs. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Come down as you need to. It's really hard to talk and teach inversions, I'm realizing. We'll give it a second try. When you're ready, come up to any variation you like. On a more advanced leg variation, you come into scorpion variation where you bend your knees. A little more advanced, place the feet on the back of your head. And then come down, give up the action, let it go. Think of who you dedicated your practice to. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Next, we're going to work on our Sirsasana headstand practice. It's an advanced pose. A lot of people misunderstand it, thinking that they should just pass it by, but really important you try whatever version you can get into and build on that experience. So we're going to start with the half pose. You're going to interlace your hands in front of you, bringing your elbows a little bit closer than shoulder distance, top of the head on the floor behind your hands. You're going to tuck the toes under and straighten the legs. Walk the feet in as close as you can, eventually getting hips above shoulders. And then I want you to lift the head off the floor an inch so you feel 100% of the weight in the arms. Now in this pose, you want 80% of the weight in the arms, about 20% in the head. Just lower the head that 20% and stay here. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. No need to go anywhere else. If you're ready to take it a step further, you bend one knee into your chest. And then when you understand the balance in the head and the arms and you can lift the other foot off the floor, then you'd move to this egg shape. Safer place to come up and down from. If you're ready, you can straighten both legs. Holding here, inhale. Exhale, 1, keep pressing shoulder blades away from your ears by pressing the forearms down. For 2, breathing on your own. If you're in the half pose, stay with it. If you're in the full pose, stay with it. Now, for purposes of this video, I'm going to come down now. Some of us could stay in a headstand all day long. If you'd like, after you're done watching this program, do an extended 50-breath handstand practice. All right, we're going to move into some forward bending from here. So forward bending, you want to come onto the front of the sit bones. And here, whatever's touching the floor, you want to press down. This is the base of the pose. Let's come through staff pose to begin. Hands alongside the hips. Lift the shoulders up and back and push down as you relax shoulders down. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, Paschimottanasana, forward seated bend. Walk the hands forward. Take hold of whatever you can get hold of here. If shins are available, grab hold of shins. Outer edges of the feet are available, grab outer edges of the feet. Opposite wrist maybe if you're a little more stretchy. Inhale, look up. Exhale, folding here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come up. From here, you're going to draw both knees into your chest. You're going to release the knees out to the side for bound cobbler's pose. So for this pose, you want to bring your thumbs to the insides of your feet. And as if it were a book, you're going to open the feet up. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, begin to fold forward. Look for the middle road here. Don't hang back waiting for it to be over. Don't muscularly force something to the point of injury. Find that middle place where you can breathe, consciously working. Inhale and exhale. 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 Inhale, come up. From here, you're going to exhale. Place your hands on either side of your hips. Bend the knees, cross the ankles. You're going to inhale, lift up, step, walk, or jump back. Slowly lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Shake the head out. Flubber the lips. Hatha Yoga Nusashanam. Hatha Yoga Nusashanam. Hatha Yoga Nusashanam. Inhale a breath. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step, walk, or jump through. Come to sit down. Now this is yoga as I've experienced it in the natural world. All right, we're going to build on we're going to start with some back bending here. We're going to start just with a half wheel. You're going to bend your knees, bring your feet about hip distance apart. You can touch the backs of the heels here. Inhale, lift the lower, middle, upper back off the floor. And then you could either stay here, interlace hands underneath you. Feel like you want to go a little bit more restorative and you have a block, place it underneath the sacrum. And you're just going to breathe here. Try to keep a little space around the throat. Don't close off your Vishuddha chakra. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you're on the block, you can stay there. If you're in the half wheel, come down. Rest for a breath. Think of who you dedicated your practice to. Again, I'm thinking of my New Yorkers. Love and peace to them. Prayers as they get through this difficult challenge. Okay, we're going to do a second wheel. Again, you're going to inhale, lift your lower, middle, upper back off the floor. You can stay here, interlacing your hands for a second half wheel. If you're ready for a full wheel, bring your hands alongside the ears, underneath the shoulders. You can start by coming to the top of the head first. And then option to stay here or lift the head off the floor, come into your full wheel. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Breathing on your own. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Tuck the chin in, gently release down. Take a breath here, breathing in. And breathing out. One final wheel for our mini class. Take half wheel again. On your own. 5 to 8 breaths. If you're taking full wheel, you can come into that on your own. 5 to 8 breaths. When you're ready, inhale, come up. Reminding and back bending how, especially in times like we're in right now, it's important to have a strong back. You know, we need to be there for others. We need to be setting an example of steadiness and joy, even in these difficult times. From here, you're going to draw your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze in. We're going to take a little twist here, bringing your knees over to your left side. You're going to bring your right arm out to the right side. And just like gravity, do the work here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring the knees center. Exhale your knees over to the right side as you bring your left arm out to the left side. Then take a twist. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, bring the knees center. Give them a squeeze in. And then we're going to come up. I think we're gonna do our little transition here into reading from Sharon's book. Wow, I love Sharon so much. This is such an amazing book, Magic 10. So we started out with week 1, where we practiced gratitude. Second week was about giving blessings, and now we find our way. This is an amazing chapter. Week 3, nourishing the way, feeding the birds. Nourishing the way, feeding the birds. A hieroglyph of an outstretched arm holding an offering, a wedge of cake or a piece of bread in the palm of the hand, represents the Egyptian charity, the act of sharing nourishing good food. The secret to wealth is to give generously to others. Whatever we give will come back to us many times over. Remember, God and being kind to others is the most important job that any of us have in this lifetime. Being kind to others is the essential ingredient to being able to remember God, to be able to see ultimate reality. Developing kindness and compassion towards others is a sure way to happiness. But how does that work? You might ask, doesn't being kind to others in a charitable way only benefit the others? No. Kindness benefits both, the other and yourself. Others do not exist independently. They have come from your past karmas. They only exist in your life because you see them as existing. The Hindu sage Patanjali explains in his Yoga Sutras, Vastu Samye Chitta Bedat Tayor Vibhaktaha Pentahaha. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, 4th chapter, 15th sutra. This can be translated to mean each individual person perceives an object in a different way according to their own state of mind and projections. Everything is empty from its own side and appears to you according how you see it. When you're unkind to someone, you plant a seed to see unkindness. For example, you judge someone as a greedy person. As soon as you think or say that, you plant a seed that will ensure the greedy people will appear in your life. When you see yourself as poor, as not having enough to be able to share and be generous to others, you plant seeds for seeing yourself as a victim of poverty, and that will become your reality as you continue to nourish the perception of yourself. You have a choice. You can see yourself as an enlightened being or as a victim, but you can't have both. If you eventually want to see yourself as an enlightened being, then begin that process by seeing others as holy beings. How you treat others will determine how others treat you. How others treat you will determine how you see yourself. How you see yourself will determine who you are. That's math, okay? If you want to rid the world of greed, you must destroy the seeds in your own mind that cause greed to appear in the world. In other words, you must do your best to be kind to others, to take care of others as if they were your own self. Other-centeredness is the secret to overcoming the disease of self-centeredness. Put others before yourself. Put more concern for the happiness of others than for your own happiness. This will dissolve others and reveal the oneness of being. Kindness is the key to yoga. Without the development of kindness towards others, you cannot make progress in yoga. Taking care of others is a sure way to increase your own happiness. When we do things with the intention, first and foremost, of making ourselves happy, we only increase our identification with our small self, our body, mind, and personality. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali cites this identification as the major obstacle to yoga, calling it avidya, which means ignorance or mistaken identity. The yoga practices are designed to help you drop your self-centered concerns and become more other-centeredness. Being more other-centered expands your sense of self and increases true self-confidence. If you observe unhappy and depressed people, you will find that they usually are self-obsessed. They keep The key to uplifting yourself is to do what you can to uplift the lives of others. Karma yoga. Why birds? When you feed wild birds, you karmically assure that you will always have enough to eat and that the wildness will not die inside of you. Birds, as well as other wild animals, are having a hard time surviving in the world dominated by self-centered human beings. When you nourish wildness in others, you keep it alive within yourself. Most people assume that birds, being wild, know how to take care of themselves and feel that they can take care of them should not be our responsibility. But the fact is, we have polluted with pesticides and destroyed most of the wild forest and fields where they might have been able to find an abundance of nourishing food. Birds require so little to live. A few good organic seeds, a couple of drops of fresh water. And while it may not be much, it can mean the difference between life and death for our feathered person. The practice: before you feed yourself, even before you drink a cup of coffee or tea in the morning, feed the birds. Option number 1, fill up a bird feeder outside of your window, or at least put some organic seeds or breadcrumbs on the windowsill. Option number 2, if wild birds aren't nearby, feed your cat or dog or other family member. There's such beautiful teachings, Sharon. You are so amazing. Thank you so much. I don't know if you can see behind me in our back courtyard, but there's a big orange planter with a tree planted in it. And underneath it is a statue of Buddha. The Buddha was my mother-in-law, Lee Burroughs. And when she passed away some years ago, we took that statue and placed it outside there. And we always put bird seeds out there. So the birds come and they feed themselves there. It's really beautiful to watch. My habit in the morning, though, is to feed the cats. Those are my birds. You know, I love to get up and they know that we're going to feed them first thing. And then I take care of myself. So that is our class for today. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to finish with some Om and Shanti after I suggest you lie down for 5 to 10 minutes with some beautiful music and take a long Shavasana. And then we end our practice by bringing our hands to prayer in front of our hearts. We acknowledge all of our teachers, especially the inner guiding teacher, which is God itself, bowing forward. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Hari Om Tat Sat. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you so much, Sharon. We love you so much. Everyone, thank you for your attention. May God bless you, and I'll be seeing you soon. And don't forget, starting tomorrow, live streaming yoga at nandiyoga.com. 9:15 to 10:15, Jiva Mukti yoga class with me, Jeremy. Namaste.